Want to visit redsox.com/events.
5-1 Kansas City on top as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Red Sox employ their third pitcher of the day. Here's Hideki Okajima.
55 games last year in Japan. 30. Okajima. See the 12 season totals, 439 games, 41 total saves, and if you watched him in spring training, he's pretty much over the top with his fastball, his curveball, and his off-speed pitch. In comparison, last inning you saw Lopez, who drops down to the side. Okajima more over the top.
In Japan, he's been one of the top setup relievers on professional baseball for the last several years. Deals with John Buck to begin things in the bottom of the 6th inning. Doesn't waste any time. Drives one out towards deep right center, and that's gone up over the 410 marker. 11 home runs last year. Buck with a home run here to put Kansas City on top 6-1. Welcome to the major leagues, Hideki Okajima.
Well, John Buck having a very nice afternoon. A double back in the 4th inning on a fastball from Kurt Schilling. Now a fastball, first pitch from Okajima. And this ball hit a long way. That's 410 out in that area. And it was well up over the 410 mark.
A little auspicious beginning for Okajima. And the very first pitch that he throws. Here's Tony Pena Jr. now, who has tripled and walked. They scored 2 Royals runs.
Okajima does not get nearly the attention that Daisuke gets, although he gets his share of it from the Japanese media.
And what a contingent is here today. And there'll be certainly more in the outing on Thursday for Daisuke. The Royals have issued 220 credentials for this series with the Red Sox. Nearly half of those 220 credentials to members of the Japanese media. The pitch poured in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Well, there's some of them really watching every move for Daisuke Matsuzaka, but Hideki Okajima, as you mentioned, also getting some coverage. We'll see Daisuke here on Thursday.
Now Pena, making his first start for the Royals, has had a nice day. There you see the ball that just missed being a home run ends up being a triple, but he's also flashed some leather in this game. Great range here to get Pedroia at first base. Well, what a break, you know, it is for Pena. I mean, to have that late spring training trade to come over here, take over that position, get an opportunity.
Swing and a miss, strikes out this time. Okajima coming back nicely with his first strikeout, first out of the inning.
This time he gets Pena to chase a high fastball. The pitches that Pena hit, especially the one off Schilling, was down in the strike zone. Walked the next time, and then that time striking out on a high fastball. Okajima not overpowering. His fastball will be around 86, 87, 88, in that range.
Terry Francona classified his delivery as a violent delivery. As there's one down, here is David DeJesus.
I'm curious about that statement. What is so violent about it?
I don't know. I think there's a thing at the end that he does that adds a little violence.
I mean, violent delivery would be Brendan Donnelly. Right. That to me is a violent delivery.
I agree. For 3 is DeJesus from the top spot in the Royals order today.
Matter of fact, I see nothing violent about that delivery.
Kind of a passive delivery.
I hope this is not a trend, but because of all the Japanese media that's following the Red Sox, you know what they had for lunch here today for us? Box lunches.
Box lunches. Although I noticed you killed 2 of them. It could have been too bad. The center field, Coco Crisp ranging back. Shy of the track and then onto it to make the catch. 2 down.
I mean, we don't need to be traveling throughout the American League and not be able to eat real meals because we have a lot of media that follows us. You know, we cannot have box lunches everywhere we go.
This very well could be the first issue that we have encountered. And then again, it is all about us, how we're affected. 2 down for Mark Grudzielanek. He's had a great day. 3 hits and 3 tries. He's knocked in 3 runs, scored 2 runs. Okajima signing a 2-year deal. November the 30th of this last offseason. $2.5 million contract with the Red Sox. Behind now 2-0. By Okajai in Japan. The team kind of convinced him to go by a shorter version of his name. He was on the same team with home run king at the time, Hideki Matsui. Now, of course, with the Yankees. So it's a foul outside the line at third. So they had 2 Hidekis at one time. Okajima electing to shorten his name a tad while Hideki Matsui remained Hideki Matsui.
Well, Matsui was called Godzilla over there in Japan, right?
Yeah.
So he was not going to change his name for anybody.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now to Grudzielanek. Second full season now for Grudzielanek with the Royals. 297 last year, 7 homers, 52 RBIs, just 4 errors all season at second base, and a Gold Glove winner for the first time. We're here at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Don Orsillo, Jerry Remy, and Tina Cervasio bringing you Boston Red Sox baseball in high definition on NESN. Red Sox got a run in the top of the first, take a 1-0 lead, but since then it's been all Kansas City. Single runs in the first and second, 3 in the 4th inning off Kurt Schilling. And a home run this inning for John Buck as the Royals comfortably on top right now, 6-1 with 2 outs in the 6th. Schilling today 4 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs. Walked 2 and struck out 5. If you're just joining us, he threw 89 pitches today. So 1 shutout inning from Javier Lopez. All zeros, but he did hit a batter. And Hideki Okajima on for the first time here in a Red Sox uniform. And a rally back after the home run that he allowed to begin the inning. He then retires the next 3 batters. We played 6. It's 6-1 now, Kansas City.
Don't let Mondays get you down. Supersize them with NESN's biggest new show, Red Sox Monster Monday. On Monday game days, tune in 90 minutes before the first pitch for a look at the biggest stories around the Sox each week, including the Monster Topic, Monster Mash, and a look through the Monster Cam. Red Sox Monster Mondays are making Mondays big every game day Monday.
6-1 Kansas City on top as we get ready for the bottom of the 7th.
The LoJack Caught Stealing Sweepstakes is back again for another season. Visit LoJack.com/caught stealing for details and to enter to win. LoJack, the only stolen vehicle recovery system operated by the police.
Martin to lead it off in the bottom of the 7th inning for Kansas City. 2nd inning of relief for Hideki Okajima. And a first pitch strike to Tien, who has singled twice, knocked in a run. Both singles going to center field for Tien.
Well, the Royals have done everything today they did not do a year ago, and that's pitch. They've hit a home run, and they've scored runs. That's something that they didn't do very much at all last season.
In fact, this guy at the plate had the most home runs, 18 of them. Last year for Kansas City, of the 124 they hit as a club. This will end up back into the seats. And part of a deal that involved Carlos Beltran leaving Kansas City, going to the Houston Astros at the time. 3-team deal. They also got Buck and Dotel as part of the deal. Dotel would end up with the Oakland A's for Mike Wood and Tien. Tien originally picked by the A's out of St. Mary's College. Strikes out this time, and it's a second strikeout for Okajima. 1 down in the 7th.
After the home run, Okajima settling down. There's another high fastball for a strikeout. He got Pena on a high fastball, and now Team on a high fastball.
Sure, we'll talk much more about it when Daisuke pitches on Thursday, but would you agree with some of these new guys coming in, the advantage belongs to the pitcher in the beginning because these guys haven't seen him in the past, or do you not buy into that?
I think pitchers always have an advantage, but yes, I think when you've not seen a guy, and no matter how much tape you watch, you know, until you get up there yourself and see how fast it is, how quick it is, the rotation of his breaking ball, yeah, I think they do have an advantage, but I think they have an advantage all season long. That's why guys don't hit 400.
And of course, Daisuke will pitch on Thursday. We will see Josh Beckett in between. The off day tomorrow. 8 p.m. start time here on Wednesday. Beckett and then Daisuke on Thursday. Daisuke will be matched up against Zach Greinke, who's trying to make a comeback after missing a season with some emotional problems last year. This one set to the left side by Sweeney, a run-out single. His second hit of the day.
It's a feel-good day for a lot of these Royals. You know, Sweeney, a guy that missed a lot of last year with injury, he's got a couple of hits. You got Resalanek with 3 hits. A lot of good things happening in this first game for the Kansas City Royals.
Well, Mark Resalanek had a great day. 3 hits, 3 RBIs. It's going to be a tough go of it, even though Kansas City is better now. This division is so much better than it was in years past. It'll be a tough road for Buddy Bell and his squad, no matter how much better the Royals are this offseason. As Alex Gordon stands in. Gordon struck out in the first with the bases loaded, struck out in the third. And then reached base after he was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning by Javier Lopez. Hard hit, able to be knocked down by Euclid, gets the out at first base. And up to second goes Sweeney, 2 down.
Now Euclid is able to make that play because he's holding the runner on first base. See him bounce off, and it comes right to him. He was going to tag and throw to second, but bobbled it. Then he gets the tag at first base to get the out, then has no chance to get Sweeney at second base. Francona out. He's going to make a pitching change.
Brendan Donnelly is headed in. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by your local Ford store. The journey begins with a bold move. Start your journey today by visiting your local Ford store. Back with a pitching change after this.